What's up, you guys? Marvin here. Welcome back to another video. So what you really need to know before starting private label is what we're going to be talking about in this video. Now, by no means is this a private label hate video. I actually recommend private label as one of the two long-term sustainable business models on Amazon. The other one obviously being wholesale, which is what I specialize in. But I do have experience in the private label space. So in this video, I'm going to be talking about three of the biggest problems that I know you will run into when you start selling on private label. So if you're about to start selling on Amazon and private label is something you're looking at, make sure you watch this until the end so you know some of the problems you're going to run into and also some of the solutions you can implement to solve these problems. All right, so let's begin. So the first one is competition. Now, by no means am I saying that this market is oversaturated, but there are a lot more sellers coming into private label, more so than any other business model. Arbitrage and wholesale are also getting a lot more sellers into that business model, but private label by far exceeds both of them. Private label is probably the most popular way of selling on Amazon, and this is mainly due to a couple of things. One big thing is exposure. YouTube channels mainly promote, private label as being the end-all be-all, or that's just what they found their success in. So that's what they base all of their opinions off of. But another reason is that people are focused in this thing I like to call the private label boom of 2015 through 2017, where you could do minimal work on your listing and your product, not really have to improve on anything, and throw it onto Amazon and still make a ton of money just by doing very little. This is not even close to the case anymore. You really have to take the time to do your product research, to improve on the product, to find products that nobody else is finding, because if you just enter the basic filters on Buyer Launch or Jungle Scout, then you're going to be finding what all of those other newbies are finding. And being an eager new seller, you're going to just want to get into that product and start making money like we all do, but that's when you make mistakes. Okay, so really take the time to learn how to do proper product research and find those products that nobody else is finding. So the next one is a big one that I haven't heard anybody talk about, and that is review wipes. Reviews are a big key to having a proper launch most of the time, but Amazon is cracking down on fake reviews. So let's say you have 100 reviews and in the beginning you got a handful of reviews that were fake in order to be able to launch. Well, if Amazon finds out that those are fake reviews, or they believe those to be fake reviews, then all your 100 reviews will be wiped, which means a reduced amount of sales, which is the least of your problems because you could lose your selling privileges altogether if Amazon believes you are manipulating their review system. This is something they're not taking lightly and they're really cracking down on. An old school way of getting reviews is through social media. Facebook, Instagram, Telegram. Somehow it got out that Amazon can track that. I don't know if that's true. I don't know if anybody's ever confirmed that to be true, but that is just an assumption. But don't take any chances. So a quick solution to these review wipes and getting fake reviews is to go through the early reviewer program through Amazon, which has been out for a couple of years now. You will pay a small fee and they will get you up to 5 legitimate reviews on your products, which depending on who you are may be enough for you to do a launch. The next one and the most frustrating one is hijackers. So hijackers, simply put, is a third party jumping on your listing after you have already done all of the work. Somebody's going to jump on that listing and start selling the same exact product at a reduced amount of price and stealing all of your sales, which means you're obviously losing money. Now, you can send a cease and desist letter to these sellers, but Amazon is adapting as well as their sellers. So cease and desist letters don't work as well. They don't scare people off as well, which is the main intention when you send a cease and desist letter. Now, the only way to make sure you can get all of these hijackers off is through having a registered trademark and brand registry through Amazon, which can be a very, very lengthy process. This is typically seen in more high selling items that have a lot more revenue coming in, 25, 50, 100,000 in revenue a month. If you have a product that's around 7 to 15,000 a month, it's more rare to see, but it can still happen. So just be aware of that. Just be ready for that. So those are some of the biggest problems you're going to run into as a new private label seller. So just make sure you take the time to learn the process and put the time in. Don't half-ass this process because you will lose a lot of money. And if you are thinking about investing in a course, courses are great if they come from reputable sources. So make sure you do your research on who is instructing that course, but be cautious about YouTube reviews on Amazon courses. Those people are usually getting an affiliate link, which means they're going to get an affiliate commission if they make a sale through that link. So they're not going to always be the most honest about the course. I fell into that trap when I first started Amazon. I bought a course, the first course I've ever even heard of. I looked up a couple of reviews and they said it was great. Well, the course was garbage, guys. So don't fall into the same trap that I did. A long time ago. I can't really recommend a course. I will never come out with a private label course on here. I don't specialize in private label. I know Kevin David is very thorough and transparent most of the time with his private label business. I've never taken a course from him, but he seems like a stand-up guy. There's also Brock Johnson, who I think he made $6 million in 6 months during the eclipse trend. I think his course is like $1 or free. I've never taken either of their courses, but those are just 2 courses that I'm aware of. Do your own research. Make sure you want to take that investment and it's going to pay off in the end. All right, guys, that's the video. If you made it to the end, like the video. You're already at the end, and I will see all of you guys in that next video.